Hello, everybody. I'm Billy,
I'm Eddie,
and we are
the Trick-or-Treaters. Welcome back. Today, Abigail. A nice reintroduction to what I consider the universal monsters. Now, using the term universal monster, normally those refer to the classic monsters of the 30s and 40s. Abigail is a nice addition to that for today's audiences. Yeah, the trailer spoiled the big spot. If you've not seen this yet and you avoided trailers, I'm not going to say anything. But it is definitely a good little movie. It did make back its budget, but we don't know if it made enough to actually guarantee a sequel.
No, we don't know. They only made it made under 20 million less than over its budget, so it wasn't like a huge profit. But because it was smaller budgeted, maybe.
I mean, a lot of those small budgets, yeah. And we may not see one immediately, but down the road we could see a sequel.
I would watch a second one.
Oh, I would too. I loved it.
The question is, I guess I ask, what direction would they go with it? What possibilities would they have for a sequel?
Well, for those of you that know horror films, you have the final girl. You've got the others that were left behind at the end. They could do something with that. It could be a prequel.
You could do a team up where Joey and Abigail and her dad team up and do something.
Yeah, like I said, it could be a prequel exploring stuff that happened before Abigail, the movie Abigail.
I would watch it, yeah.
Maybe focus more on her father.
Or you could do her whenever she first was. Yeah, you could do the father and then have her be turned at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a collector's edition Blu-ray. They did not come out with the 4K of this, or I would have bought it. But honestly, I'm fine with it being a Blu-ray.
Now, and I'm going to use this one as an example. The words collector's edition nowadays, they don't really mean the same thing they used to. You used to see a title labeled collector's edition, and it normally applied to like a 2-disc edition with the special features and all that. Nowadays, they slap collector's edition on everything.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
And
recently.
they're like bare bones.
Because it used to be like you had Ultimate Fan Edition, you had Limited, you had like Ultimate Fan, which was like, I had one of the Twilights, it had like 3 discs, which that was a DVD release, that's huge. It was like 2 discs of nothing but bonus features.
Yeah.
Hours, I mean like 8-9 hours of bonus features.
I mean, Peter Jackson is great for those. His extended versions of King Kong, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit. Yes, I know that last trilogies people are weary of. But those extended versions are meant for the fans.
Oh, yeah.
That's what truly should be a collector's edition. Or, I know Walmart used to do the exclusives, or like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. There was a Walmart, I believe it was Walmart, where, because Angie actually has it, it came with the Marauders map.
Really?
The Noble Collection map.
That's pretty cool.
Nowadays, you see collector's edition, it's pretty much the same as the normal. I mean, maybe you could justify saying collector's because it's got a Blu-ray, DVD, and a digital code.
My thing is, though, if you're going to call it collector's, maybe compared to the DVD, yeah, it has more than just the basic. I have another collector's one they slapped on, so I have 2 movies that they consider collectors.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Which is another one we'll watch on the channel eventually.
Yes. And I do want to see that.
Yes. I'll show that to you sometime. Catherine Newton appears in both movies. She's actually in Abigail.
Oh, that's right. She was she Sammy?
Sammy. Question for you. What did you think? Okay, let's talk a little bit about vampires. What did you think about the way they did the lore of the vampires?
Now, when the topic of vampires is brought up in the movie, one of the characters flat out asks, True Blood and Ice, what are we dealing with? Totally
Twilight?
Twilight, different types of vampires. And they're right. the vampiric lore changes depending on the author / what you're dealing with.
And I like that they address that.
My favorite addition that I saw with Abigail, sunlight. Yes, I know what you're thinking. They've done sunlight all the time, but no. Sunlight strikes, they don't burn. Boom.
They're gone.
And it's not just their whole body. Say just your hand is stuck in the light. Your hand goes bye-bye. That was cool, by the way.
I love the way they did the special effects.
Wonder if any of those were practical.
I don't know.
I mean, it wouldn't take much to do a mold of a hand or something. But unfortunately, yeah, I was trying not to spoil, but once you get deep into the movie, it's hard not
No,
to.
when we do reviews on here, we're gonna be spoiling stuff. That's just all
Unfortunately, yeah.
Because to talk about it in length, to me that stand out in this. Actually, there were a few great performances. Abigail, the girl who played her, did a really good job.
How old did you say she was in that?
She can't be any older than like 12 or 13. She's a kid. I mean,
maybe a little bit older than she just looks young.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I say a little bit, no more than 14.
But she's a kid.
It's definitely she has not hit womanhood yet.
I want to see if they, like you said, typecast her. If they just put her in horror, or if she
I was talking earlier with about Jenna Ortega. Yeah, that's the problem with like child actors, and this is a great way to breach the subject on it. Child actors, most of the time, they end up getting typecast.
Yes.
Because that's what they were doing when they were young. I mean, and one that I know got out of it quick. Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, for what, a decade? He was Harry Potter.
And he wanted to be known for more than just...
And then we got The Woman in Black and Horns.
And Weird.
Weird was awesome.
Oh my god, I have never had so much fun with a mockumentary.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes, I believe we have a video on Weird on...
I'm showing him a future movie we may do for the channel that shows a different kind of role for Ortega. Probably my favorite, just acting role. Not besides Wednesday. I love her just as an acting performance. She did a drama film called The Fallout, and it is incredible. It's a very like moving film. It's really good. So that'll be another one we do for the channel. But we'll keep on Abigail. I'm just showing him this for now. What I liked about it, another performance, Dan Stevens as the guy with the glasses and the...
Yeah.
He played Beast in Beauty and the Beast, and he played Frank here. I thought he really stood out.
Now, what made this great is if the trailer had not spoiled the whole twist of her being a vampire.
Do you think as many people would have went?
No, unfortunately. Because what got me interested in this was when you first brought it to my attention, and you used the term universal monster.
Yeah.
Knowing that would catch my eye.
Well, it's just the way they had advertised. They said it was like I read online, it was a universal monster. And then what got me to see this? 2 things or 3 things: vampire, ballerina. Never seen that before, for me at least. Like, cool.
No, that was new to me too.
Melissa Barrera. Awesome. She played Sam Carpenter in Scream. I love her as an actress. Let me see what else she can do. And Radio Silence, the minds behind, the directors behind Scream 5, Scream 6. I still need to see Ready or Not. But when I found out that they were going to do Scream 7 if they would have waited, but they rushed it, so they ended up going to do this instead. Yeah. And I think they made the right decision, because I think directors need a break from just doing a franchise sometimes.
The moment we hit play on this, I made a comment to Billy. The music. Yes, it's the main character's a ballerina. But I got a chuckle because it's vampires. As soon as you hit play, once you get through like the warnings and all that, you get hit with Swan Lake. And if you know your classic Universal movies, that is also used in the 1931 film Dracula over the opening credits, over the title cards. Because in the old days they didn't do like over the film itself. It was just like a card. And I thought that way. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I got a chuckle out of it.
I did too, and the tension building. I told him it's like Disturbia. It doesn't
It is a
jump
slow
into
build.
the horror in the first 2 minutes of the film. There's a build up. There's that kind of thing, and I understand if they wouldn't have advertised her as a vampire, it could have been intriguing just as a heist film. It would have been
Well, not even a heist.
like a kidnapping film where they're kidnapping somebody.
Kidnap, blackmail.
Yeah, just as that. And then the girl that played Sam was really good in this. What stands out to me, this shows you that, hey, vampires, people may say they're overdone, but when you actually have fun and do something different or cool, you can do as many vampire films as you want. Just make them fun.
Okay.
This is up there. This is
vampire
good.
movies in general.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Oh, Lost Boys has got to be up there. John Carpenter's Vampires, I absolutely love. I think it's underrated. Have you seen it?
Of course.
What did you think? I thought that was incredible.
Oh, Carpenter's Vampires with James Woods, love it.
Twilight? No, I'm kidding. I like them then, but as I rewatched them, they're not like as far as your actual good vampires. I still need to see Let the Right One In. I heard that one's really good.
I do too, considering that one's Sam Raimi.
So I said, what did I say so far? John Carpenter's Vampires
and the Lost Boys, and then
Lost Boys. So those two. 30 Days of Night. I really enjoy that one. That one really I thought was eerie and just sort of fun. Let me see. Vampire Diaries for show, but we're saying movies here. Trying to see what else I actually have. If I have more,
I know there's one more you haven't named that's definitely on my list.
I would say the first Underworld.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I really enjoy the original Underworld. I mean, I enjoy them as a series, but that one stands out a lot. And some of it got a little bit worn out.
I mean, 2's good too.
And then I got to say the original Blade. It's got to be up there.
Okay.
But I mean, I know I'm missing some. I've watched more. There's one on Netflix called Night Teeth. That was really good.
I noticed your 5 were more action based.
Yeah.
Okay. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Damn, I forgot. And I just saw that recently.
I will agree with you on The Lost Boys, of course. Interview with the Vampire.
I have not watched that one. That one I need to see.
I'm preparing to order it once it gets back in stock.
Okay.
I will agree with you on the last 2, Underworld and Blade.
The first Blade. Well, really. I mean, the Blade's trilogy.
And Abigail is right there with them.
I'd agree. Okay, as a twist and turns, drama, mystery, that sort of thing, I think I could make a case for top 5. Oh, we forgot Friday Night.
Also, I mean, I said top 5, but we could probably go top 10 because
Yeah.
I talk about the classic universe. I didn't even mention Lugosi's Dracula.
Okay, put it this way: for modern vampire films, say 2000s and newer, this is one of the top.
Well, that sort of got rid of some of the lists.
Or just say vampires in general. This is up there because it was different. It wasn't a copy and paste of. They put people in tight quarters. I love these isolation films, like The Thing. That's what I liked about that.
And that's why I want to show you the whole bit when the house starts locking up, and I mentioned House on Honeydale. I'm going to have to show you. That's from the I was referring to the remake with Jeffrey Rush, and it's a great movie.
Guys, I was telling him, we were talking earlier on a different podcast. Between the two of us, we have like 1,000+ films and shows. So for us, I mean, I'm not going to ever show him the wrestling stuff. You're not into wrestling.
Not really. Unless it involves slamming my brother into the couch.
I mean, if there's an epic match, there are some non-wrestling friends. But anyways, but the point is, between all the films we own and shows and what's on streaming, the chances of us actually getting to see our whole collection, not to mention, we would have to go on a buying pause for like 2 or 3 years.
There's a lot of overlap.
No, I think we don't have that much overlap.
The Monsterverse.
Because we had discussed before, we actually have a lot of different films from each other.
We do, but the Monsterverse, Godzilla, Kong,
Yeah.
the Harry Potters, although I got the better copies of those.
Yes. MCU.
You've got that. I've only got Black Widow, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, but vampire performances, the actors, she was great.
Oh yeah. Barrera is my favorite in the film.
I was referring to the
Yeah,
kid,
the girl, the
child,
kid's great. Yeah, no, the kid's great. She steals the show as a newcomer. Like she has a bright future ahead of her. Whether they write out her last years as a kid and put her in those kind of films, or if they come up with other stuff too. I want to see what else she can do.
We've seen child vampires before.
Right.
Example, Interview with the Vampire. We had Kristen Dunst as Claudia, and oh my god, I mean, could have been done better, but it was good.
I would say Barrera, though, I told you earlier off screen, she plays these layered characters. Sam Carpenter was complex. She had this serial killer as a father, but then she's fighting the darkness, but then she also has a sister to pull her towards the light. And then in this, there's layers to her. She has
and
she has
a history. Actors and actresses like that so good.
Yeah, the fact that she can play that well. And it even says here, radio silence filmmakers behind horror hits Ready or Not, Scream, and Scream 6 bring a brash and bloodthirsty new vision of vampires to Abigail.
They mean Scream 5 or Scream 2022.
Yeah, it just says Scream 2022. A heist team is hired by a mysterious fixer to kidnap the daughter of a powerful underworld figure. So they're trying to get money, basically. The premise is they're stealing a girl, they're kidnapping a girl to get money from her father.
$7 million apiece. It's a group of what? 5?
Well, you have, let's see. Hold on.
Sammy, Frank, Joey.
Sammy, Frank, Joey. They have the military guy.
Yeah.
Like the big, bulky dude. And then you have the guy at the beginning, the partier. So there were 6.
Yeah, team is...
Plus, because it's 50 million, where they're getting the 7 from is the guy that set it all up gets a cut. So 7 people are splitting it 7 ways. It's 49 million. So the time about 7 something, Yeah. So yeah, that's a round number. But I enjoy this. Really, there are characters you're not going to like as much. There were a couple of characters there I'm like,
Okay. Watch first time view, because this was your second time seeing it. Most of these movies like this, they all have those characters. Can they just die? You are literally... okay. Friday the 13th. I've recently started rewatching these on Blu-ray, but there's characters like this in every movie, but Friday the 13th are good for them. People you just want to see get whacked. I don't know how many times you've seen the Friday the 13th. Or other movies where it's just these characters that you cannot wait to see them get killed.
Oh yeah, there's films like that where it's like, please get your comeuppance. Actually, there's a film on Netflix I need to show you called Damsel with Millie Bobby Brown that has some of that. But
you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So your first time view, did you have characters you like and characters you disliked? Who were your favorites in this, performance-wise?
Performance-wise, okay.
And then character.
Joey.
Oh yeah, Melissa Barrera as Joey.
I like the big buff.
He was great, and he looks kind of like Elon Musk. I don't know what his name is though. But there was this guy that's like really built, and he was hilarious.
Yeah, and that's
because he broke the mold of big meatheads or a-holes, and he wasn't. He was
and then you had the military. I mean, character-wise, they were all good.
I wish we would have gotten more about the military character.
If we could have gotten more background for some of the characters, it would have been nicer.
But remember, they're trying to say no names, so they're trying to avoid
no names and no backstories. I love that. Because that was a way for them to have to avoid any, like, drama until you get to the reveal later on who everyone is.
Right, which is awesome.
Which was neat. It's like, research or mind reading?
I'm thinking research on that.
I don't know.
It's hard to say. That's another thing I like about this. They don't always give you straight answers. Not with the plot. With the plot, they do.
They don't elaborate little things on the vampiric lore too much.
Yeah, like, can they do this? Can they do that? I don't know.
I love the whole bit with the crucifix.
But there are certain things they leave to your interpretation, like what do you think, kind of thing. And I don't like it when a movie makes you do that a lot, like where you have to guess what's happening. But I like whenever they're making you think, like, okay, what is
Because
their actual
they
power?
flat out stated that yes, depending on what you're going off of, there's different rules for vampires. But then they don't actually explore too deep into the lore of these vampires.
No, not at all.
We know sunlight works.
Yes.
And obviously, stake to the heart.
Stake to the heart, but that would kill anybody. So yeah, that works.
I love that. My dad always made a joke about that. How'd you know he was a vampire? Well, I stuck a stake to his heart and he died. Wouldn't anybody?
It's true. That's what's so funny, because I heard there was a vampire film where they make that same joke, and they're like, yeah, that kills anybody.
My favorite vampiric death in a movie is in the film Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I will agree. I don't want to see like 100 vampire movies a year, but when you have something different to offer, yeah, if I see a trailer for a vampire film, more than likely I'm going to go see it.
That's any type of movie though. You flood the market with. That's okay.
Zombies for a while got overdone.
As much as I do like Marvel characters and all that, the MCU.
I'm glad they only had one film this year.
They rushed a lot of those. And I think that's why the Eternals, didn't do too well.
It would have been better as a show. I haven't seen it yet, but I just know there's so many characters that they could have done one character per episode and then had them come together as a movie later. That was a theory I heard, that
it could have worked as one of the Disney Plus shows. That way, by the time they do a film, you already know the team. The only issue is that for a while there, we didn't know we were going to be getting physical releases of the Disney Plus.
But can I say, in the future, anything that is done by Radio Silence, I'm probably at least going to be interested in, because I still need to get Ready or Not. That's on my list, actually. But how good they are at films, I want to watch more of their stuff.
They're up there with the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Partner-wise, when there's two directors.
I'm not going to put them that high yet, because we had Infinity War and Endgame. But for horror, yes, I will agree, because they took something to screen and made it fresh.
Exactly. And then the Wachowski brothers, or however you pronounce the name, the guys that did the Matrix trilogy.
Yes.
Even though I think they're the sisters now, but I haven't been following all that, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know. But Radio Silence, for a duo directors, they are
good.
They're great. Tyler and Matt, I believe their names are.
I was going to say, are they brothers or anything?
I didn't think so, but I might be wrong. Let me look here. Directed by, music editor, produced.
But great little film. Unfortunately, did not get the attention, in my opinion, that it deserved.
I am going to... Oh, Matt? Yeah, they're not brothers.
Okay.
But I would say this is going to be one of those cult classics. It made more than its budget, but it didn't get like $100 million or anything like that. So it's going to be a cult classic. Runtime, hour 58.
No. Did it overstay its welcome?
No. It was perfect length.
It did. And I think that people are learning that.
You have to know what you are as a film. If I go to a comedy and it's 3 hours, unless you have a good story in there, I'm probably not going to enjoy it as much.
A comedy does not need to be 3 hours.
2 hours max.
Yeah. Hour and a half is fine for a comedy. Most of the 3 hour plus movies, well, okay, in-game. But there was a lot in there, and I'll be honest, I sat in the theater and watched it. It did not feel like 3 hours.
No, and the years and years and years of build-up and storytelling. Like with this could have been 2.5 and been okay, but they would have had to have had a lot more. The 2 hour runtime, a little bit under, perfect.
I mean, a flashback could have worked well.
But you have to know what you're making. I think the viewer on this, I could have sat there another 30 minutes, sure, but would the average viewer want to sit there for another 30 minutes? That's the question you have to. And are you just stretching it out too far? You have to get to the point, your plot points on your story.
That's what I was saying.
Because books are different than movies. The viewer watching a movie doesn't want to be bored. They want it to be. And I'm all about a slow build. Like Disturbia, the first hour of that film, you're like,
the slow builds are nice.
I love the slow burns. But this is 2 hours, hour 58. perfect runtime, great cast. I like the isolated setting. It reminded me. Well, I saw The Thing later, but The Thing kind of reminds me of this, but instead of creatures, it's vampires. So it's like I really liked. I like them both for that reason because I like these movies where you're isolating your characters. They can't just run outside and call for help. They're trapped.
We'll take your cell phones. Oh,
Yeah.
did I miss something at the end? Did she grab her phone out of the room behind the bookcase?
I'm not. 100%
Or did she have another phone on her? Because they handed their phones over at the beginning.
Right.
And then you get to the end and she's trying to call her son.
Yeah, she got her phone back. She got her phone back because she's trying to call. She got it out of the baggie while he was like attacking her.
I missed something.
He like grabbed it and then ran away.
I missed it then.
Yeah, I think you had a message come in or whatever.
Probably. It was a quick blink and you miss it thing.
Yeah, you have to really. It's very easy in film. That's why when I watch movies, especially at the theater, I turn my phone off. I mean, not here. I'll keep
when
it on
I'm
the
in the
charger.
theater, yeah.
But if I'm watching a movie for the first time, I don't want any distractions. I'm very like, let me.
The blink and you miss it moments like that.
Yeah.
And that was a perfect example because I had missed it. And usually it's other people that miss things. And I know I'm paying attention, but I just got a message at the wrong time. And it was a quick, oh, no, doesn't concern me. And I look up and I had missed it. I mean, less than 30 seconds.
I was going to say, just with this movie, there's a lot of little things they do. And I like the action of it. And I think the most disturbing scene for me was definitely the, I won't say what all was there, but inside the, where she's stuck in the pit.
Yes.
That was incredible. And I had a friend of mine go with me and say, "Oh, it's too bloody," and I'm like, "And do you think they like the F word?"
Just a little. Not as much as Deadpool, but just a little.
Yeah, I really enjoy this film. It's one that I'm not going to rewatch it every week or anything, but
no, I'm probably going to end up rewatching it.
I'll show it to some friends. I have some other friends. I'm planning on doing my first movie festival here with some friends, and this will be one of the films I'm going to feature.
This is going to get added to my personal collection. My mother, when she found out we were going to watch this, asked me to let her know what I thought, because she's been on the fence about it.
Well, I wonder why she's been on the fence.
She's just been unsure about whether she'd like it or not. And with it being new, Blu-rays aren't cheap. And she's got bills and all that too. So she's just been on the fence about it.
That's what we were talking earlier. Sometimes
I will let her know that yes, get it. I'll get my own copy. We will be watching it together.
sometimes going to the theater, I had someone tell me they would rather they don't like to go to the theater because it's too expensive. To me, I'm like, it's cheaper than buying the film, depending on what theater you go to.
Well, my 1 day off, which is Tuesdays, today when we're filming this. Our local theater, or my local theater in my town, Tuesdays are $5 night, all day.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And that's when I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's perfect.
But I like the 4:30 showing.
Yeah, my point is, if you go and spend $5-10 to see the movie, that's still cheaper than $20, $25, $30
and
to buy it.
Unfortunately, all the movie rental stores around us are closed.
Yeah, we had a family video.
It's now a Dollar General.
No, it's closed. Redbox is now gone.
That surprised me.
Yeah,
when I saw news that Redbox went.
But here's the thing: it's streaming. People like me and him. That's what this channel's for. We want to keep physical media alive. And honestly, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's evolving. It's not going away. It's changing.
Look at streaming, and I know we've probably said this in other videos. If you add up all the streaming services you actually have that you pay for, you're probably paying more than cable.
I have a friend that said they pay $100 for satellite.
That's not bad.
I know I pay under $100 for my streaming, but I get what you're saying. Well, my buddy Adam and I actually said this on a video on YouTube we did. We said when streaming started, there would be so many services at one point that you would have to pick and choose because everyone wanted a piece of the pie. Here we are.
Yeah.
We predicted that one right. It's one of the few ones we got right. But it's like, for me, I have this. Well, I have Netflix. That's like $22 a month. Max is free through AT&T, so I don't have to pay for it. And then I have Peacock, which is $6 a month, I think.
If you
premium.
got with the ads, it's
regular?
like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. I don't have Peacock Premium Plus or whatever where you get that
But
the different ones.
I have access to.
And then I have Spotify.
At the moment, Peacock through someone else. Thankfully, they're letting me use their account.
So I spend 40 on streaming, counting Spotify music streaming.
My mom gets Paramount Plus for free.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Perk of working at Walmart. You can get Paramount, the lowest tier, I guess, the Paramount Plus for free.
Oh, wow.
With Walmart Plus. But since she works at Walmart, she gets a Walmart Plus thing free.
That's awesome.
And then Max, like you said, it's free through AT&T.
Yeah, because I discovered I had 2 accounts. I was paying for one because I didn't realize I was going to upgrade my phone, and I had like a brief lapse in the of the Mac, so I got another account. So I was actually paying for one when I didn't have to.
Yeah, but we got lucky with that. But if you actually look at the prices, especially Paramount's not cheap, and neither is Max.
Max is like 10 a month.
I mean, even the lowest tiers, yeah, you can make it work. But when I stream, I really don't care for the ads.
Well, like Netflix, I pay for the highest because I have a 4K TV. I want the max. It's like 22 something a month.
Ouch! What's the lowest now? Like 12, 13?
Yeah. And that's I want the highest
actually,
graphic
I think there's
quality.
one even lower than that. That's like 6 something, but that's got ads now.
Yeah, so screw that. I'm with you. If I'm streaming, I don't want ads. The only time I don't mind ads is Peacock because that tells me, oh, I have 90 seconds for bathroom break.
Hulu's not too bad with the ads. But the issue I had when I did use Hulu was there was only
this is why him and I are big in physical media. Let's say this title costs $20, $25 by the time you pay for a month of streaming services. If you bought a movie a month, you're still paying about as much as I pay for Netflix. So I tell them I like Netflix for the streaming exclusives.
I spend way more than that. I've been trying to cut back, but when I saw this.
Wait, let's show our recent finds.
Shout Factory, Steelbook, 4K, Return of the Living Dead.
I have never seen this film, guys.
I was willing to put the money up for this one when I realized I do not have.
Didn't you almost miss it whenever you were looking? Like you were looking and then you.
Yeah, and then you spotted it, and I'm like, wait, what?
Because I didn't realize what it was at first, and I'm like, wait, Eddie.
But it's 4K. It's a 3-disc set, 4K movie, Blu-ray movie, and Blu-ray special features. Amazing. So when I get this home, I'm going to have time, and I am going to at least check out the bonus features. But the artwork, and that is one thing I do enjoy about the Steelbook. I wish there was a plastic sleeve over it, like some of the others, because the artwork on Steelbooks is amazing.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
I today found Coraline. It was the last copy. I read online review that it's one of the best 4K animated films you can get, so I thought, let me try it out, and I will give this a watch soon. I
already have the first film, but in preparation for Beetlejuice, I found the complete animated series.
You said twice already.
Beetlejuice. It's showtime. We are hyped for that one.
Oh, guys, let me tell you this: Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters. I was hyped for a little bit, but I was on the fence. I loved it, by the way. Deadpool and Wolverine. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is my favorite superhero, so I was like, let's see it. I like that he's a hesitant superhero. And then Beetlejuice, I've been waiting for all year. I've got tickets. I'm going. I won't spoil anything to you, but
shortly after
you'll see it.
I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. I started rewatching the X-Men movies. I've only rewatched the first one at this point because work schedule is all.
By the way, check out Abigail, but we're done talking about it. We're gonna go into the other topics now.
But looking at what Hugh Jackman, especially when they first bring him back to the mansion and he busts out of the medical area. Look at him in X-Men versus Deadpool and Wolverine. There is a definite difference in how jacked he was for Deadpool and Wolverine. Or any of the later X-Men films in general.
Yeah.
Your phone vibrating?
Yeah,
But these movies that we find, I did not think I thought some of these I'm like, oh, it's on my buy list, and I keep my buy list up here in my head, or at least try to, because if I was to actually write it
I don't want
down,
to know what else is in your head. A lot of dark,
yeah,
interesting things.
we laughed at Abigail and exploding bodies.
It was funny! The way he went over there, over there, over there, up there, stuck to the floor. He was everywhere. You can't help but laugh.
But because if I was to physically write down my want list, it'd be never ending. I am hitting Fairview Mall this coming Sunday. Or maybe I imagine we're dropping this immediately after we're done recording.
Yes. Well,
on September 1st, I'm hitting Fairview Heights Mall in Illinois. In that mall, they use video store. I've been trying to put aside money for this trip. I've also started a small wish list, so it's like, okay, what to keep my eye out for. And this one I've actually got pulled on my phone. But if I was to actually type in every movie that I remember, ooh, I want to get that, I want to get that, I want to get that, it'd be never ending. I'd be constantly adding movies, and I would never clear my wish list.
So whenever you go to a store, before you go, do you write down the top 5 movies I want to add in my collection, and then just like go in with that mindset? Like, let me see if those are here.
No, this is the first time I'm doing this, and it's specifically because it's a movie trip. We are specifically going for film. I was like, okay, what do I need to get? And instead of writing down every individual title, I just put in MCU. Anything Marvel related that I don't have. That's cool. Artwork?
Yeah, it's just a book.
I didn't know it was just like about the making of it. Or
yeah, it's got like.
Oh, is it the actual story?
Yeah, it's got some stuff in here.
Cool.
So I'll have to read it. It's like talking about different things about Leica, how they made it, that sort of thing. So anyway, let's keep. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in the winter. I'm getting ready to go on a vacation, so I'm gonna go in the winter to do a movie day like him, and we may at some point show you like what have we like. Eventually, we're gonna do a whole collection, and then after that, I told him once a year, or we'll do hauls like what have I gotten recently for that year only, like what's new to me this year. That way, we don't have to sit there and go through the whole collection.
Start like a little. Okay, 2024. What have I bought?
Right. I might start that next year because
I start with 2025. Yeah,
because I think we should. I think for this channel, guys, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to go to Eddie's. I will help with everything, and we will go through his collection. We'll go through my collection, and we'll briefly talk about a few titles. Not everything. We might just say we got this, but if it's
now organizing.
Oh, mine needs to be rearranged already. I've already got to make changes because I bought new films and I haven't moved. Because you have to move stuff around a lot to get it to work, and I'm just like,
mine is just by release date, down to the day, and that's difficult with some of the older ones trying to pinpoint the exact day.
Oh, I bet.
If all I get is a month, I just type in the first of that month.
that works.
Because I mean, a lot of them is like the 50s and 60s. They were done for TV, and I can't find a date.
This was also a Shout factory.
A lot of these are.
Are they the ones doing the Walmart exclusive steelbooks now?
I think so.
Because Best Buy used to get these cool steelbooks, and actually, you know what's funny, guys? I don't know if this correlates, but my buddy, one of my other good friends down in Missouri, their Best Buy closed, and it was shortly after they said we're getting rid of physical media, and then a few months later they're closed. I'm not saying it's related, but I only went in there for movies. That's all, and I hadn't been there for a while. But whenever I started seeing all the exclusive steelbooks, I started going to Best Buy. And then about a year after I started going back consistently, they said, yeah, we're getting rid of physical media. So I wonder if that's part of the reason they're hurting.
It could. I mean,
because how many times would you go to Best Buy without buying a movie?
Trips to Best Buy.
Unless I was going to get a TV.
Trips to Best Buy when I was younger, because that's when I've not been to Best Buy except for that one time recently with you where I found like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, Mallrats.
And Mallrats. Before that was when I was young, and it would be with my mom and dad. And yeah, We hit the movie at aisles, and I mean at aisles.
There were tons, and it's music too.
It's like part of the store. A whole section was movies. And it's like, ooh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And then I see the price tag, I'm like, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh, I feel the same way at Target, unless it's in
Well, I
like
was
the
like, Dad,
bargain
look what I found. He's like, yeah, and how much is that, Ed?
Sometimes though, they're at the end. The last year I was at Best Buy, they would have deals on even before they were doing the closing sale. You could get exclusive, really nice editions. I bought an Avatar, one of the Avatar films, and it was an incredible, um, like an incredible set.
While
Of
he's
movies.
looking for that,
I don't know if I. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I got the Walmart for the second one, but the Best Buy I found this after I bought the DVD.
The Steelbook.
It's a Steelbook, and it's actually.
Can I see that?
It's got 3 discs, and it has a lot of bonus features in it. So yeah, it's just.
Steelbook. Did this not have a J card?
I think it did, but I think it like was ripped. It got ripped or something, so I just got rid of it.
Okay, this is just Fox. I was wondering if maybe it was a Shout release.
But I absolutely love it just because the art sold me on it. And then the second one, I got the Walmart, the changing ones. But yeah, I do miss going to Best Buy.
Same thing, Fox.
I miss being able to go and buy really cool editions.
That's the thing with the Shout Factory ones is Scream Factory, Arrow, all those. I can't think of the term that's used for them. But those
Arrow is like really extensive. They really go all out.
Those companies. I mean, not everybody's gonna release the rights to produce and release copies. That's why we haven't gotten a Scream Factory set for Nightmare on Elm Street like we did Friday the 13th. Because New Line has not released the rights for them to produce a set like that.
Makes sense.
I mean, they let them do Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason and the remake. Or at least repackage them, I should say, for those last 2.
But I can't wait for us to do more movie nights because we have a lot of stuff to watch.
Because in my set, because I actually bought the Scream Factory set, cost me $130. It's the second most single item in my DVD Blu-ray collection. The single most expensive item in my set. 15 seasons. Dad's on a hunting trip. Supernatural cost me $150 in store. Friday the 13th, I had to order.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of content to watch. So to me, you're paying what, $10 a season?
I love that you do the math, yeah.
And that's on. Is that DVD or Blu-ray?
DVD.
DVD.
They did not have the Blu-ray in store, and I really wanted it.
But when you're buying a big box set like that, if you break down the cost per film or season, it's worth it.
It's just you pay $10
a season. It's
like ouch, the amount coming out all at one time though. But the Friday the 13th set, which I do love. Like I said, I've seen the first 2 now, and the first 4 have brand new 4K scans. Well, I can't say brand new now because the set's a few years old.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, evidently Billy's got a friend on Xbox called Satan's True Air.
Yeah.
But the first 4 have 4K scans. And I just got the set earlier this year. I upgraded it from my base DVD sets.
Sure.
And I watched the first 2 last night.
How was the transfer?
They are great. And I was telling my mother this because she was watching normal Blu-rays because that's what she had. But she's also got a bit of a 4K TV. And she was saying even the normal Blu-rays look great on a 4K TV.
Sure.
But comparing what I had on DVD compared to what I have now, oh my god.
So the DVD to Blu-ray
It
jump
is
was.
a good transfer. I mean, it's great.
I noticed when some DVDs I watched were blurry. I watched Alita Battle Angel on DVD, and it was so grainy. I had to buy a 4K, and it was $10 on sale around Christmas time one year.
That's not bad.
So I bought. Maybe it was 8. It was 8 or 10. So was the new Transformers. The newest one
But
was only. I bought it, but
since we're on the topic, transfers. I know we talked a little bit about it earlier on your podcast.
yeah.
But some of the transfers are done really well, and I think it's the ones that the production companies know will sell. I'm hoping we get. I know we just got a 4K, or going to. I don't know if it's out yet, of the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And I hope. I mean, I know there's some issues with the box art being from different films,
Sure.
but if all the hype is good and this is a good transfer, I may actually buy the individual. I don't know if it's the same transfer they used when they did the new Blu-ray just a little while ago, or a few years ago. They did a Blu-ray, which is what's included in the Blu-ray set I bought. But if the 4K transfer is good, you think they do the others? And that's any film series that they only do the first one. But the 4K transfer is good and it gets good hype and all that. Do you think they do the rest in a set?
I wonder if they wait to see what the numbers are on the sales before they do the rest of the series. Because why wouldn't they do? I would like to see more 4K box set releases. We've seen a lot of Blu-ray and DVD box set
I'm
releases.
part of that Blu-ray group on Facebook, but I'm also part of a Friday the 13th and also a Nightmare on Elm Street group. And the Friday the 13th group, for a while there, the big talk was the Scream Factory box set. Now they're talking they want a 4K box set like we got with the Blu-ray. Do a 4K scan of the remaining films. I mean, the remake wouldn't be too much of a jump because it was just done the film's only what? Let's see, 09 when the film was done.
It will still be a good jump from Blu-ray to 4K,
but not like the others.
Not DVD to 4K. Big difference.
So if they would do the 4K scans for the remaining films, yes, I mean, I wouldn't double dip. I'd have just the basic Blu-ray, and I've got part of why I bought the set, why I decided to upgrade. One, yes, the 4K transfers, but recently the sets have only included, like, say, the uncut version of the first film. In my set, it's a 16-disc set. It has, well, remember, there's 12 films.
Right.
The first one is 2 discs. 1 disc for the theatrical, 1 disc for uncut. So we don't have compression issues.
That's good.
9 is a 2-disc set. Jason Goes Down, theatrical, uncut. Once again, compression issues. Non-existent because of it like that. And then there's 2 bonus discs. This has every special feature ever released for Friday the 13th.
Oh, wow. That's definitely worth getting then.
It is. And it's only, like I said, $130 is what I paid for it on Walmart.com.
Yeah, and if you're a collector, that right there, and we were discussing this earlier too. Okay, you got the Blu-ray set, right? So
that's the only way you can get.
Yeah. So the thing is that at some point you have to ask yourself, is it really worth upgrading certain titles to 4K even when they're available? Because then, if I'm buying a series for the first time, I'm okay with getting 4K. But if it's my second time, I don't want to spend $100+ twice.
Double dipping. And the way we were talking about it earlier.
I hate double dipping, especially with nachos. Oh, it's gross.
Sorry, I hate the way my shorts are bunching up. But we were talking about this earlier with different editions. If there's an extended edition of a film. The big one I did that with was The Lord of the Rings. Which, as of tomorrow, my collection will be complete until War of the Rohirrim come out.
That'll be its own animated
I finally found all of the last 2 animated ones at a reasonable price. For some reason, I could find the animated Lord of the Rings, the one actually labeled Lord of the Rings. the animated Hobbit, for some reason, the price was jacked.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
I actually found it $25 for the DVD. I mean, still a bit more than I would have wanted to pay, but it wasn't jacked too high. And it's sold and shipped by Walmart, so I know I can trust the seller.
Good.
I'm just glad I was able to sort out what happened with Grove.
Yeah. That's good.
Another seller I used, I ordered something to pay my mom back for something she bought me. And I bought her 2 items, and she ended up only receiving 1. And when I called the first time after she had received it, like, hey, I only got 1 item. I'm like, okay. I called the Walmart, since I ordered through Walmart.com, it's like, I called them. They're like, give it about 48 hours in case the packages got split. I was nice and gave them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. I did not call until earlier today, and they were nice enough. They were able to refund me the money for the item that was not delivered.
Which was good.
My mom's like, are you going to still order it again? I'm like, can we wait to see if we find it on Sunday?
Yeah, because it might show up.
If we're able to find it on...
Sounds like she really wants whatever you got her, so.
Superman and Lois Season 2 Blu-ray. Because November 1st, or around November 1st, when spooky season's done, we're starting with The Flash 1990 and going all the way through the Arrowverse. It's going to take us over a year if we've done our math right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And that it maybe take us longer, depending on work schedules.
That's the thing. Him and I need a vacation where we get rent a cabin for a week.
72 hours in a psych ward?
That's a real vacation. No, what we need is a cabin and just fall time, watch movies, go out at night and have bonfires, and then come back in and watch more movies. We need a good movie vacation.
And I told my mother, I'm like, if you find certain ones, scream for me. Because chances are me and my mother are going to split once we get in the store. She'll go look at books, I'll hang on the movie section. I feel sorry for my little brother, who's the one driving us. You stay here, I gotta go get the other one.
Well, that's what you do. Do your own thing, and then
you know how big the Fairview Heights V-Stock is.
Oh, it's...
Wait, I mean,
no,
not as
you
big
can
as,
see each other from across the store.
Not if we're behind shelves.
Okay, I guess
Remember, we're both short. I'm 5 foot and she's 4'8".
Oh, buddy.
Dude, I've got another riddle for you. Actually, it's more like, we represent the lollipop. Yeah.
But
sorry, Mom. I know you're going to watch this.
Whenever this winter hits and we do decide to go to V-Stock in South County, you're going to say, wow, that Fairview one is a small one. Because that's the one I went to first. That place is huge. Take the Fairview one times at least 4.
Ouch.
Because there's also a book section.
Not this winter. I won't have the money this winter.
Well, this winter or spring, sometime we're going.
Well, I'm finally doing it scheduling stuff like this. Make sure I've got enough time to build up cash. In this case, I'm hitting it this coming weekend.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to start trying to build up some cash if you want to hit this winter.
This winter,
that's the issue with movie buying.
Yeah. But
and
there have been
times prices are reasonable.
There have been times where I've been to movie stores and I've only found 3 or 4 things, and I'm like, okay,
No, do you remember our last trip to V-Stock?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I had a stack, and then I found the Star Treks, and I had to decide what I wanted. I actually had a stack, and was like, okay, I'm good. And I was doing the math for what my budget, what I had, and all that. And I found the 2-disc DVD releases for 9 out of the 10 Star Trek films. The old ones, the William Shatner and Patrick Stewart sets. The only one that did not have the 2-disc version of was the 9th one. But at $5 a pop,
that was a good deal.
Between $5 and $6 a pop, I was not going to pass those up. So I had to decide what I had to put back.
Right. And
then I went on thriftbooks.com and ordered the one I was missing. as soon as it came in, I popped it in my Xbox and made sure.
I'll be honest with you, not to sound morbid, but once we get old, something happens to us, I feel bad for the person that's going to have to go through our movie collection in the future
I don't.
because of how much stuff we might have.
I don't. Because I know who will be going through mine. By the time I get older age, nieces, nephews, kids, if I ever have any, little siblings. Hell, my little sister, the Metagaming Ghost, she prefers us not to use her real name, so we got a nickname for her. But she's wanted to start robbing my collection already.
Really?
I told her I had Supernatural. When can I borrow it? When I finish watching it, I don't actually think I'm going to loan that one out.
I wouldn't.
Because she does have access to Netflix. I will loan her out the one season of The Winchesters.
It's funny though, man. I have other friends that are movie watchers, but I don't have very many friends or family that are movie collectors. They watch them, but they will only buy a few here and there.
No, me, it's and I don't buy for the numbers. You know this. I buy for what I'm going to watch. Or
Right.
if it was bought, if you upgrade or you don't really care for a film, I'll keep it in my collection. Just it's like, hey, do you still got this one? I feel like watching something stupid.
Yeah, there.
And I know that hasn't happened yet, but you never know. It's like, hey, Ed, but you still got to get into the Greek. Yeah. Good. I feel like.
Did you watch that one?
Not yet. It's like, good. I feel like watching something stupid. And that's
Weird.
Weird was awesome.
It was. It was.
I did send you that link. I thought I sent you a screenshot for the steelbook case.
Which movie?
Weird.
I don't remember. You told me there was one.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's a Shout Factory.
But that's one I want to add to my collection. We watched it. Best experience I've ever had, where the song Rocky Road came on, and we went to Dairy Queen. They said we actually don't have that right now, but
we can make it. We paused the movie and we had to go get Rocky Road ice cream because of I love Rocky Road.
Chocolate's getting old.
But I mean, usually you've got a few people when you upgrade you can give your movies to.
My dad, you.
When I upgraded the Universals, the monsters, from my DVDs to my Blu-rays, only one person came to mind. My little brother.
Does he like film too?
No. He's not like we do. But those particular movies, we grew up together watching them. He's only a few years younger than me. You gotta remember this. But we went into those movies at the exact same time, and we loved them. So when I upgraded to Blu-ray, I got him on the phone. I'm like, "Do you want my DVDs?" Yes.
So he does have some films then.
Marvel, a little bit of horror. I've helped him a bit with his collection.
But he has some though. He has like a decent collection.
I've helped him a bit with his collection. I call him, "Hey Alex, what? You still need the remake for Nightmare on Elm Street?" Yeah.
This is another one we need to watch together. I love this movie.
He's like, "Yeah, well, now you got it, $5." He's like, I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's a gift." Or he borrowed Venom, Let There Be Carnage. But I got tired of him borrowing my movie because that's one he borrowed repeatedly. So I got on Walmart.com and shipped him his own copy.
That's good.
Next time I was in town, I'm like, "All right, can I have my movie back now?" Ooh, good cast.
Yeah, it was underrated. Fishing movie. I love it. Obviously.
But having a group of friends or a family where you can give what may be seen as inferior copies, but they're good enough for other people.
To get you started, yeah.
They may not be collectors, but it's like, yeah, I've been looking for this one.
But I will not be giving up my Harry Potter DVDs whenever I buy the Steelbook. It's because of the bonus features.
I would love to actually for you to bring your DVDs over, so I can compare your DVDs to what's on the Blu-rays.
I'm gonna get the 4K, but I don't want to.
I know. Well, yeah, because the 4K is
Because I
literally...
bought these when they came out new, one by one.
The
So,
4Ks are literally what? Just the movies?
well, I don't know if that's the 4K plus Blu-ray. I'm not sure how that collection is.
But some people, they're not too worried about format.
No, not at all.
So my brother's happy with just the DVDs. I went Blu-ray because I wanted to see what this transfer was. And there was one movie I wanted that they never released. It was part of the Monster box set, but they never released individually. Or at least not in the case that matched the rest of them.
Sure.
And that was the 1940s, late 40s, Phantom of the Opera.
I still need to watch that.
Uh,
I'm going to be testing a couple movies after we get off screen here just to make sure they work.
That's not nice, because I will sit and watch that movie.
No, I just want to see if the menu even pops up.
But after what I said about
just
possible Region 2,
yeah, because
he was showing here. He was showing me the case for this, and I noticed this down in the corner. Normally that is only on Region B for Blu-ray, but 2 for DVD. And that is like London in England. Now, most of the time, Blu-rays are Region 3. Notice how I said most. Every once in a while you get region locked.
So we're going to check that out after this video. We're an hour in now about Abigail, which we got off topic, of course.
Well, we
finished up.
But the other movies is great when you're able to find stuff. And 2 of the collections like that, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Child's Play. That's another thing that me and my brother share. Is our love of the slasher genre.
Oh yeah, they're great. It's great.
So he had all the Chucky movies. Christmas, I ordered him, and I shipped them to me so I could wrap them, the first 2 seasons of the TV show. Then I wrapped them, put them in a box, and wrapped the box. Awesome. Not as bad as what I did to Jordan. Yeah. Would wrap it, put it in a box, seal the box, put it in a box, seal the box.
That's awesome. But when we go to V-Stock, you can bring, say, $100, $120 and walk away with quite a few films.
Well, let's see. We also had FYE that day. Slackers.
So many films. We both bought a lot.
And I burned through $500 between the stores. And that wasn't just film.
Oh, yeah, because FYE, I got the Boy Meets Worlds for $5 a season. They were $20 originally.
You got the little Wednesday thing. I got the little Sam thing.
Oh, yeah, we get the bobbleheads. I got Wednesday, you got Sam.
They're not very big, but I love it.
But they were on sale. We were like, at that price, I love Wednesday, you love Sam. It's like, I guess, yeah, my Wednesday's your Sam kind of thing. And or Wednesday's kind of like how Sam is for you.
One of us gets an actual house. Like I said earlier,
if one of us gets a house, I'm having a guest bedroom, and I'll have a theater room. You can come over whenever you want, and we're gonna be watching movies. You bring your stuff. We'll put on some movie nights.
Even better if you're in Litchfield.
We will see.
I just randomly movie date.
I'm getting ready for work. Call in. Why? I got the Wednesday 4K special edition. Yeah, I can't make it to work. Why? I got the case of the Wednesdays. What is that? Ask me again and I'll stab you. It's like, do you want to take a stab at being social?
I feel like stabbing.
We will throw out random quotes at you.
But finding stuff, and I mean, finding people that actually enjoy the movies for the movies.
Yeah.
Rather than just taking them to a Goodwill or a Salvation Army.
That's my last resort. I'd rather give them to somebody I know
that you know is going to enjoy them, yes.
Or at least give it a shot, and then they can pass on if they don't like it. It keeps going until someone says, my God, this is the shittiest movie ever, and puts it in the toilet.
I've done that. My dad upgraded his Alien set to Blu-ray. He got them individually. So he gave me the 9-disc set on DVD. I upgraded to the 6-disc Blu-ray set because I had that down at Mom's. And it went poof at some point, so I had to order a new copy.
Oh, gee, poof?
We don't know what happened, so we say it goes poof.
I know where it
went. Where do all our things go?
Probably in Halloween Town.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Unless it got lost there, then it goes
poof.
What do you mean poof? Gone.
Yeah.
Forever.
But
oh, by the way, we will be doing a spooky season video soon, so be
tuned.
Stay tuned.
I have enough boxes from all the shipping that I get.
Oh, I forgot. We have decided we are not going to be doing episode by episode for Stranger Things. We did a pilot one. We're going to do an end of each season, basically.
And then once the show wraps at the end of the season, they're getting ready to do post-series.
Yes.
But I got one of my boxes from all my movie shipping and all that. And put all my duplicate movies that I was getting rid of. And took it down to Missouri with me on July 4th. When my mother didn't know I was coming down.
That was awesome. I remember because you surprised her.
She was not happy because I got there. I got there like 11 noon, and she didn't know I was there until almost midnight. I lied to her for like 3 months straight.
How did you pull that off? Because I would have had a hard time. Like,
you mean because we talk nightly? No, it was funny.
Yeah, because you guys talk like all the time, don't you?
Yes, nightly.
Now, if you're working, how do you do that? You talk after work? And just
we get off about the same time. Or she'll call me.
You guys watch stuff in the evening.
Or she'll call me, and with me doing Bluetooth, I'm hands-free. So I'm still able to work. That and my bosses are really okay. You're good. If this would not have popped up, something would have popped up saying check region or anything like that.
I'm still gonna see what the graphics look like, at least for the opening.
But with me having the Bluetooth earbuds, which Denny's doesn't want us to wear anymore, but I pulled
really. Because if you have 1 year free, then you can still hear.
Yeah, that's what I do, and I pull it out and I shut it off when I'm up front.
Well, yeah.
But they're alright when I'm just in the back doing dishes.
Yeah.
But I'll get the call almost midnight. I'm still at work. Yeah, what's up? And I do not answer it like that. I insult my mother on a daily basis, but I'm going to be polite for the channel. One of the times that, oh, sorry, the menu looks cool. And my boss went down and was like, what did you just call your mother?
Oh, the first time I was so worried. I was like, dude, did you really just call your mother that?
But she called me at work, and I'll finish putting dishes away because we'll be towards the end of the night, and I'll have on the earbud the entire time. And my boss knows it. They'll realize I'm on the phone. Hi, Cam. Mom, my boss says hi. Tell them I said hi.
That's awesome.
But so, yeah, lying to her for 3 months was the funniest thing in the world. Because when I had to lie, I lied to her one final time that night. Because we were going to try and keep it until July 4th when she came over. But when I told her a lie before, it's like, hey, I'll give you extra episodes this night, the night of the 4th. Because I was off Thursdays. And I had to lie, hey, hitting the ball with some coworkers, talk to you tomorrow. She called me, and she was aggravated and a little pissy with me on the phone. I hung up, I didn't even say bye. Looked at my sister-in-law and went, can we go get her to shut up, please? She drops me off before we hit my mom's place. I circle around the back so I'm able to see when my mom walks out the door. And as soon as I see her start down the stairs and I'm able to move up without her spotting me, I'm behind her and go, boom, here's your package. And I told her to expect a package, like I was going to mail her something. She was happy I was there, but at the same time, she wanted to slap me.
That's awesome.
And then she wouldn't watch her show without me. She already had it set up. She rewatched the episodes with me, so we're cool. But she was, I mean, it was great. And I enjoy doing stuff like that. My mother can't do that to me due to work schedule.
That's true.
Because she would have to take time off in order to pull it off. Yeah, I had to take time off, but my schedule is set, so it's easy that way. But yeah, I was able to give her like the theatrical copies of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings that I had recently upgraded to Blu-ray.
See, so I would rather pass it on to someone I know.
The 4 Alien films plus Prometheus, which if either she gets them or I have the money to, I am buying her all the Predators, and I include Prey in that.
Oh, one of my favorites.
And Covenant. Alien Covenant, and I am telling her we are doing a Predator Alien marathon because she already has the Aliens.
I need to watch them.
And she already has the AVPs. But finding stuff that we can watch together like that, and I would love to do that with you as well, but our work schedules don't work.
We'd have to do it on an off day.
But being able to do stuff like
that.
Or
we'd have to hang out before you work.
TV shows. Movies. I mean, it took us... Rough estimate, and this is about 2 episodes a night. Remember, the TV shows you watch are about 45-minute episodes. It takes about a week per season.
Sounds about right.
The next, after we do what we're doing now, we're gonna start Grimm, and that's only 6 seasons, and that should take us close enough to spooky season.
Oh yeah, because it's already.
Okay, well we've already started spooky season with like Friday the 13th and all that, and Grimm's fairly spooky, but I mean like straight up horror films. Enough to get us through the month of October. We're gonna end that month with Halloween, if we can pull it off, 3 movies. Me and my mom and my little brother, one of my brothers down in Missouri, not the one that lives here, each pick a movie, and we'll watch them together. I've already got mine picked out, and so does my little brother.
That's good.
Mine, Trick or Treat.
Oh yeah.
My brother's The Strangers, Chapter 1.
Ugh.
I don't know about my mom's yet. But after that, after the month of October is done, that's when we hit the Arrowverse. And oh my god, that is going to be a binge.
Oh yeah.
But yes,
there's a lot there.
Finding people that you can give your outdated copies to.
Or, you're just upgrading. You're like, hey, I need a new home for these.
You found the Steelbook. You already had the Blu-ray.
Right. You might get more bonus features, though.
No, because I think yours includes a Blu-ray, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Although you've got cooler disc art.
That's the only difference. But
that's another thing. Disc art between editions.
Oh, yeah. We're an hour and 15 minutes almost right now. We've been rambling on a bit.
We do that. Rambling is fun. But, yeah, I mean, the Steelbooks are nice.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not one to double dip just for a cool case.
I like the 4K. That's my big thing.
I mean, if it's an upgrade to 4K, yes, but I do not have the 4K setup.
Eventually you will, though.
So, and I told you this earlier, if I'm able to get my hands on just a base version of it with just the movie, I will get the Steelbook for Trick or Treat.
But what if you find a deal, it's like $10 for a 4K plus Blu-ray on Trick or Treat? If you have a sale. Because then you future-proof. Because you have a Blu-ray copy, and in the future you can watch it.
Exactly.
That's the one thing I do like about it.
And I've tried to hold off buying 4K, but some of the coolest, the Steelbooks that I've been looking at are now 4K Blu-rays. Cutthroat Island, Coraline, Return of the Living Dead. I bought a double pack. It's 2 films that I didn't buy for myself. I bought for my dad.
Okay.
Heavy Metal. It includes the first one on 4K, but it includes both of them Blu-ray. But yeah, it looks like, and honestly, it looks like the 4K Blu-ray is replacing the Blu-ray DVD. I mean, yeah, I know. I believe Abigail, was that one 4K or just Blu-ray?
Just Blu-ray.
Was it just Blu-ray or was it Blu-ray DVD?
I think it might have been both, but I'm not sure.
Okay. But yeah,
But you're seeing some films don't get the 4K release. Like Abigail and Lisa Frankenstein both only got Blu-ray and DVD.
the double packs where it's the next gen and the previous gen are nice.
Yes, they are.
So it looks like, especially the Shout Factory sets, the 4K Blu-ray sets are good.
They are.
I've not gotten to look at the 4K setups yet for the ones I bought. But when I get a chance to bring them over, I would love to watch them.
Yeah, we can do that.
But we have been rambling for a while.
Yeah, we have a lot of films we need to see. If some of the stuff he wants to watch on my TV, I have no problem with that. Then we have some streaming stuff we'll eventually get to. Because right now, I'm just testing the copy of The Crow I have to make sure it works.
Because, like I showed you, Return of the Living Dead, he's not seen it, so
I have not.
That is one I want to watch here because it does include a 4K.
And I would love to check that out for sure.
I don't think. Have you seen Cutthroat Island?
I'm not.
Well, I want to show you that. Once again, 4K, and that also lets me, because I've recently watched the Blu-ray, compare. But, so, any idea what's next week? Or when the next video, I should say, next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, just depends on schedule, but I know the next movie I want to show you for my collection, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that we've been talking about for a while, and then you probably have something.
In regards to that, I want to show you some of his earlier work. Let's just do Tarantino.
So our next focus, before we get into spooky season officially with our channel, which we do that year-round anyways, we're going to be watching some Tarantino stuff. That's going to be our next, big thing, is checking out Tarantino's collection. I know his filmography, he's doing 10 and done. He's working on his final film right now. And my favorite's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt at his best, in my opinion.
Is that Blu-ray 4K?
4K.
Oh. So we'll be able to compare Tarantino on 3 different things.
Yeah. Because I've only seen Django Unchained.
Reservoir Dogs is DVD.
See, I haven't seen that. The only 2 I've seen are Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Django Unchained. That's it.
I have Reservoir Dogs on DVD. Pulp Fiction is Blu-ray.
I want to watch that one. That one I heard is one of the best films of all time.
Yes, it is. But
guys, we're going to call it there.
Yep. I'm Eddie.
I'm Billy, and we have been the Trick-or-Treaters. And thanks for tuning in. We ramble a lot, and we also did a podcast episode, so we've been doing a lot of media today. We belong in, we should have lived in California. Yes. Hollywood, where all the video stores are.